Greetings there. Do you want to become wealthy? Do you want to become rich? Do you want to be rich without really breaking a sweat? Or let me put it this way: would you want to be as rich, as wealthy as I am? If your answer is yes, then I'll tell you how you can do that without breaking a sweat. First, I'll recount you a story. Last week, I bashed into a young man at Manchester Central in Douala, and he said lots of good things about me. He sang lots of praise songs and ended up saying he would like to become like me. I said, what exactly about me would you like to become? He said he would like to, above all, be as rich as I am. He says I'm comfortable, I don't have problems, I'm always smiling, I'm fine, I can afford what I want and all that. I said, really? He said, yes. I said, okay, so would you really like me to help you become as rich as I am? He said, without a doubt, yes. I said, okay. So we exchanged numbers and we agreed meeting later that evening. I was in Douala for quite some time. So I called him. We met somewhere at Rompo in Dedo, and I told him a story. This story I'm about to tell our listeners. In 2007, we lost a mate. He was from the East. So we had to lay him to rest in the East. I drove three of my friends, mates, whatever, acquaintances to the East, and we got there. A certain place in the East, I won't call the name of the place in particular. We had enough money on us, enough, but there was nothing we could eat. Nobody was selling anything. There were no stores there. I mean, nothing. I mean, nothing is nothing. There was nothing being sold anywhere. We had money on us. Money which answers all things, as the scriptures say. But we had no answer here to what we needed the most: water, food, toothbrushes, nothing. Then on our way back, we had a tire puncture just before we got to Beto, so we used our spare tire. And as the divine would want it, we drove on that very bad road until we got to the capital city with just those four tires or no spare tire. Wow. As we're getting into the capital city, that's a Sunday, we had a tire puncture. So now we have no spare tire and we have a tire puncture. It's a Sunday. Pulled off the tire with the spare tire and did almost the tour of the town. There was nobody among the tire repairers available that day. Nobody did the tour of the town. 2 hours plus. Returned to that spot. Shared that moment, including the moments of the previous day where we couldn't buy anything with all the money we had on us. And we learned something very deep that day. We have money, enough money on us to buy even a new car. But here we are, a tire puncture putting us to rest. There's nothing we can do that day. Then I came to the understanding that money is good, of course. Money answers all things. Money is wonderful. Anybody who tells you the contrary doesn't like you. But your greatest wealth after health is people, is human resources. That is the greatest wealth you can get. He who surrounds himself or herself with the right people, not crowds, just the right people. It can be just a few people. He will surround him or herself with the right people. People who can always be there for you at little or no notice at all. People who can die for you. That person is the richest of all men, richest of all women. And from that day on, I surrounded myself with key people, real people, not Facebook people, social media people, crowds, noisy neighbors, fake hypocrites. No, real people. People who can always answer the call when I call. Most of whom I don't even share anything particular with. I won't want to call names. I could just call a few. BD, she's a wonderful woman in Canada. GM, a wonderful brother in Asia. DD, CC, wonderful people in America. OM, ON, wonderful brother in America. CC, wonderful brother in Yaoundé. DM, wonderful person in Boya. Surround yourself with key people, people who can always answer your call at short or no notice, who will always be there for you. Do that, and you are the wealthiest of men, with or without money. When I finished this talk with that younger brother, I saw a very wonderful smile on his face, and I understood that he had gotten the message. Money is good, but your greatest resource, your greatest wealth after health is people. Surround yourself with the right people, and riches are yours. Prosperity is yours. Success is yours. You could get all the money you need, all the money the earth may give. If you don't have people, you are the poorest of men. Thought of sharing this with for somebody somewhere needs this message.